Everybody, I'm Beth, the Desert Stitcher AZ, and this is my Flosstube channel. Thanks for dropping by. I wanted to do a video to show all my WIPs that I have, because since Stitch Mania, I've never had so many WIPs before. So it's kind of fun and exciting and a little bit daunting, I guess. But I wanted to show everybody what I'm working on and plans that I've got coming up. I'm also involved in the Enchanted Stitching weekly challenges for the first time ever. Sorry about that, a little bit of an allergy sneeze there. But yeah, this year has been a crazy one, hasn't it? And we're already within a few weeks of being halfway through the year. So I thought, what better time to do a WIP parade than my mid-year 2020 WIP parade. And I'm excited about it. Just on a quick personal note about current events, I wanted to say that I do support Black Lives Matter. And I know I've seen a lot of posts about all lives matter, and I completely agree, all lives do matter. But if you'll let me employ a little bit of a cross-stitch analogy and indulge me for just a moment. If you go to your LNS and your favorite designer has come out with a series of projects that you've just fallen in love with, and you kit them all up, bring them home, and get going on them, and just, you're banging them out and having a great time with them because they're going to be so beautiful. You've got the perfect wall for them. So you get a few of them done, and they're FFO'd. They're framed, they're up on the wall, ready to go. You still have a couple WIPs left. Now, when you come time to stitch again, are you going to work on the FFOs? No. Because they're already done. They're beautiful, they're gorgeous, they're finished, they're framed, they're amazing. You have a couple WIPs left. That's what you're going to work on, is the WIPs. Why? Because they're not finished yet. Black Lives Matter, ending racism and discrimination is kind of our WIPs. It's our works in progress. They're not FFO'd, they're not finished yet. They still need our attention. And if you keep working on them, and you keep working on them, and you put effort and love into them, eventually they're going to be FFO'd. But right now, they're still your WIPs. Ending discrimination and racism is everybody's WIPs. It's what we need to work on, and there are works in progress. So that's why I support Black Lives Matter. And I hope you won't find the little analogy too trivial, but this is the Flosstube channel. I was thinking about it the other night, and it kind of applies. You can make cross-stitch apply to it because it's our work in progress. And God willing, someday they'll be our FFOs. So on that note, I had a terrific month with Mania. I had so much fun. I enjoyed every minute of it. I do have some projects that didn't get touched during Mania, and I actually have a new one that I started after Mania. It was for the Enchanted Stitching Challenge. But let's get started. I'm going to show you Pilgrim first. It's by Long Dog Samplers. This was my first one of the month, Mania. And oh, by the way, this will probably be 2 videos because my phone tends to peter out after 30 minutes of recording. So this is where I am now. Oh, wait, let me show you the picture first. That would help, wouldn't it? So this is Pilgrim. I'm doing this on 18 count silver lining Aida, and I'm using all 1 colors, but I might put a little etoile in there as well. I was thinking there's this big raven right here. I was thinking I might do black etoile on the raven, and instead of that funky little hat, I may just give him a halo and etoile. or if I'm brave enough, metallic, but we'll see. All right, so this is the color that I'm using. This is 4245 DMC, and it's got some beautiful variegation in it. I really like this one. DMC has really come out with some nice variegated flosses that I'm enjoying. Now, I've put a little work in this since Mania because it also has been fitting into the Enchanted Stitching Challenges. Enchanted Stitching Challenges is a group on Facebook. I'll put the link below. And every month they do a different movie, and then they have weekly assignments that go with the movie. This is my first month really participating in it. And it's Monsters, Inc. is the movie. I love that movie. Mike and Sully, they're one of my favorite. Kitty. Sorry. All right, so this is where I'm at now. So I'm just in the very top left-hand corner working on the village. So I still have a long way to go before I'm finished with this one. But I hate putting it down. I'm enjoying this one so much, I really don't want to put it down. I have a few pieces like that I'm having a really hard time putting down. And unfortunately, I have some gift stitches that are a lot easier to put down. And I really need to put more effort into those. I tried to unzip all my bags before I started this, so you wouldn't hear so many zippers while we're going along. My next one, I have apparently enabled my friend Tess on YouTube and Instagram with this one. This one is Coffee Drinkers Confessions, or actually, yeah, Coffee Drinkers Confessions. Heartstring Samplery. And I know she's waiting on the called for threads. I substituted most for DMC, except for the old blue jeans. Old blue jeans, I did, that's another stitch. I'm sorry. No, this is all DMC. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is where I'm at with this. I've gotten the middle band, wavy band done, except for the flowers, and then I'm working on the tree with the flower blossom on top, and there's a cute little bird up on there too, which I can't wait to stitch. And then the little border is all kind of different kind of coffee beans. So this is a fun stitch. I'm doing this on 18 count Fiddler's Ada with the DMC conversion. And the in the original pattern, it calls for a combination of classic colorworks, gentle arts, and weeks dye works. But I'm doing all DMC on this one because I'm trying to stitch from stash. And my next one is one of the Be Well and Stitch patterns. Now I need to send a message to Michelle Bendy Stitchy because I want to borrow her idea. She has this, she calls it a junk journal, where she puts all of her smalls in there. And I was thinking that would be perfect to put all the Be Well and Stitches that I want to do into one of these junk journals. But I'm not sure how she adheres it, the fabric to the pages. So I'd like to find that out. And I'll have to message her about that. But so this is Erica Michaels, and it's called Have a Heart. I really like this one. It's very pretty. And it is a quote from Charles Dickens. I am an avid reader, by the way, and we'll talk about something I have on order a little later. So this is all I've gotten on this so far, as I've started on the H for the Have a Heart. And I do want to pick this up again soon because I really like stitching this one. This is also on 18 count Fiddler's Ada with the called for DMC colors. I think it's going to be great when it's finished. And I think I'm going to make a little journal as kind of a memory of don't know if memory is the right word, but of what this year has been with the COVID-19. Okay, my next one is a biggie. This is Blue Morpho Butterfly by, this is a Hayed design. And I'm hoping I have the picture here, but it doesn't. Do I have it in the bag? Yes, I do. Hey. All right. This is Heaven and Earth Designs QS Blue Morpho Butterfly. Terry Rosario is the designer. This is a gift stitch. And I think the butterfly's gonna be gorgeous, but I gotta tell you, I'm so tired of blue. I just had enough of blue forever. I don't need to stitch any major blue project ever again. But this is where I'm at with that. So I've got one of the wings almost done. And this, using the Easy Grid. The background I'm doing all intense stitch, and then the butterfly is full cross. And again, is this a gift stitch? It's going to be stunning when it's finished. But I'm having a hard time with all those blues. Just like, stop! I need a break. All right. Next one, I love this one. I call this my Zen Stitch, but it is Blue Morpho, not Blue Morpho, goodness, Daily Walk in the Woods by Carolyn Manning. I'm wondering if I could fit this in with the hashtag all the freaking trees, or if it's the Rosewood Manor pattern only, but it's a lot of trees. Daily Walk in the Woods. I'm using a mix of called fors and then doing some of my own thing with adding some variegateds, and like I changed this tree up a little bit so it wasn't quite as symmetrical. And so this is where I'm at with this. I'm doing this on 28 count 1/1. I think it's going to be beautiful when it's done. And I do enjoy it. I find it very relaxing when I work on it. But yeah, that's my Zen Stitch. I actually also have the Rosewood Manor pattern and a Forest Grew as well, but I haven't started that yet. I think I'm going to wait till I finish Daily Walk in the Woods first before I start another tree one. What next? Okay, next is another one of the Be Well and Stitches, and I really like this one. I don't know why I didn't get as much accomplished on it as I wanted to. It's just real life seemed to be kicking me every time I tried to work on this one. But the pattern's called Light. There's also a Sal for this called Fox and a Dress Sal. Oops, hello. There we go. I'm going to add a little étoile to this as well. I was thinking for the lantern, and maybe in her dress as well, those little patterns that look like snowflakes at the bottom. And the key up at top, I think, will also be étoile. So all I have right now is I've been working on a little fox's tail. This has been, twice it was my little morning stitch when I was actually nice enough here in Arizona to sit on the patio in the morning, have my coffee, and do a little stitching. So that was very enjoyable. But I think those days are gone till October, because now it's, you know, 108. It's going to be 108 this weekend. Last weekend I got to 110. We did have a little respite for a few days where it stayed in the 90s, so that was so nice. I really enjoyed that. So my next one is another Hayed. So it's not much of a start on it yet, but I'm working on it. And this one's for me, so there's no rush to it. But it's Mini Warm at Home. And this reminds me so much of my kitten, Chloe. She's not a kitten anymore. She's a senior citizen, actually. But she loves to sleep in the window, on the window seat. It's one of her favorite spots. So I thought that one was absolutely perfect. And it's only 20 colors. There's like B5200, 3865, you know, like every shade of white the DMC offers, Blanc Neige. And then I'm using Anchor Black for the black portions of this. There's a lot of black in here. Alright, so that's all I've got done with that. That's actually, there's 3 colors in there. You can't tell, but there is. So I have a long way to go on that one before it's finished. At least it's a mini. And that's Irina Gerashimova, and I know I'm mispronouncing her name, but she does a lot of cat designs. Oops, excuse me just a minute. I dropped something. She does a lot of cat designs that are just gorgeous, and I love them. I'd like to stitch all of them, but then reality sinks in, and that's not going to happen. The next one is from Jane Austen. It's a Jane Austen quote, and the pattern is called Real Comfort, and it's modern folk embroidery, and they are on Etsy. But I love this one. I think it's going to be gorgeous when done, and very appropriate for our times. It says, there is nothing like staying at home for real comfort. And instead of doing this all in one, like the black color that's on here, or dark navy, I am doing this with DMC 115, and then the outer outline is going to be all in black. But I love the variegation in 115. It's kind of a favorite red of mine. So I only had this come up twice. So basically I've gotten some of the border done, and then the 1817, which is the year she was born. Again, I want to stitch on this again soon, so this is going to stay out where I can get to it. Come on. Here we go. Okay. The next one I keep a list so that I don't forget what I'm doing, is Home of a Needleworker 2 from Little House Needleworks. This is the one that's got old blue jeans in it. Which I really love the color. So this is the house that I'm working on right now. Not a lot done, but good little start. I actually had to frog some of it because I ended up going off one on the windows. So let me show you. This is the old blue jeans, and I really like this color. Very pretty. And yeah, it's a blue, but it's not blue like the blue Morpho butterfly. So I think I can handle it, and it's not all blue. Alright, next one. This one I'm going to be pulling out again this week as part of the Enchanted Stitching Challenges. We had to do something that makes you scream. So I thought, well, Scary Mansion would make me scream. So, yep. That's what I'm doing for this one. So this is Waxing Moon Designs, Midnight Manor. I started this last month on the 13th, doing the stitch along for Stitch Halloween 13 that was started by Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. and I'm doing this one here. So I said that, you know, a scary house and bats make me scream. All right, so this is where I am with this. Yeah, that's my little skull needle minder. Goes great with that one design. So I have one little bat, and he's very cute. And I'm enjoying stitching on this one. For this one, instead of black, it called for Weeks Dye Works mascara, which I didn't have, but I do have Fathom, which I love, and I don't think it's coming out very well, but it's got like black, super dark navy, some gray in here, really dark gray. It's perfect for this. And this is a fun stitch. I'm really enjoying it, and I'll like it even better when I actually have some of my own Halloween pieces. Yay! Next one, this is one of my favorites in a very long time. It will probably be a gift, but not particularly rushed on it. It just, when it gets done, it gets done. But I think it'll get done sooner than later because I love this. This is from Rosewood Manor, and it's called Homewards. And it's all done with cross stitch, or it looks like a crosswords puzzle. So it's got like fun, friends, welcome, home, calm, yay calm, love and heart, and it's all done in sulky threads. This is my first time using sulky threads, and so far I'm really digging it. Now I'm using 20 count opalescent, and unfortunately, yeah, I can't seem to get the sparkle to come out very well on camera. But this is what I've got so far. So I've started on fun, and then I'll box those up, and then I've got a few more designs to do to get the first row done. Yeah, this is a gorgeous pattern. Oh, and she's even got some suggestions on the back for other things that you can use with the patterns. She's got like welcome, your initials for a little small, home sweet home. So it's got some neat ideas on here. I may employ some of those for myself. Caffeine. So what do I have next? This one I'm also really enjoying, and I'd like it to come out again soon. Wasn't sure if I would, but because this is a kit, and it came with 14 count Ada that was like cardboard. I didn't like it at all, so I changed it over to 18 count, and I think I'm going to like it a lot better now. And this is a full coverage piece, so this will fit in with the National Parks Challenge for full coverage fanatics. I'll link that below as well. Now I've only got a very, 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 very tiny start on this. There are a lot of blendeds in this one as well. So I think it's going to be very pretty. Like I said, very tiny little start. But it's a start, so I'm happy with that. And you see there's, I don't know if you can see, there's a ton of back stitching on this as well. Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be part of my full coverage fanatics national parks. I actually got one national park done. I didn't think I was ever going to get any of them done. But Blue Morpho Butterfly, I got one park done. And so Mini Warm at Home and Orchids and Hummingbirds will all be towards my full coverage fanatics. So next one that I have is Dreaming of Iris, which is also Rosewood Manor. You can see that here. I kind of wish I had gone for the opalescent on this one as well. But I do think it's going to be really pretty. And the problem was, I thought I had every floss color on the planet, and I don't. So, of course, the one that I'm missing is in the top left-hand corner where I started. So at some point I will make a run to Joann's. But in the meantime, yeah, I'll start working down below on this as well. And I think this is going to be kind of a meditative piece, much like Daily Walk in the Woods, because there's all these little irises to complete. I like that when you get a bunch of little things that you can work on to complete, like Quaker medallions. I love doing those. And I only recently discovered that I like doing Quaker medallions, so pretty happy with that. Next one. So flossy. I did unzip it. Good. Okay. This one, totally enabled by Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. Again. M. Kissa Creations, Things I Know for Certain. And this is from the movie Practical Magic, which I absolutely love that movie. It says, things I know for certain. Always throw spilled salt over your left shoulder. Keep rosemary by your garden gate. Platin lavender for luck. And fall in love whenever you can. This is great. M. Kissa Creations. I'm doing this on 28 count Lugana. Excuse me. That I hand dyed myself. And I think I planned this right, but I'm hoping that all the witches at the bottom are going to be all in this purple here. So it kind of looks like they're surrounded by a purple mist. I love that idea, and I counted it out once. Hopefully it works out that way. So yeah, this was one that when I dyed it, I'm like, I'm not sure I like this one. Because I'm brand new to trying out dyeing fabrics. But after I ironed it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I like this one. This is pretty cool. So that one is definitely staying in my rotation too, because I really like it. I've got my big bin here of all my stuff. Bless this mess. Okay, so next we have another long dog. This is Rose Marquis. There is a lot of black work in this one, but it's going to be gorgeous. I'm using this on Stormy Clouds Lugana, 25 count. And so far I just have a little start on it. But I am using the color, come here, 4030 from DMC. Yeah, I like the colors in this. Very, very pretty. So, I'm coming up on 30 minutes and my phone's about to die. So I will see you for part 2 in just a minute. Bye.